Hockey, a sport where history is made on frozen ponds and grand arenas alike. Today, we're counting down the top 5 greatest hockey games of all time. These contests didn't just showcase skill, they defined eras, set records, and left lasting memories. Strap in as we relive the moments that cemented their place in hockey lore. Our journey begins in Lake Placid, 1980, the Winter Olympics. The United States, a team of young amateurs with hearts full of dreams, against the seemingly invincible Soviet Union. The Soviets, a powerhouse on the international stage, winners of the last 4 Olympic gold medals. This was David versus Goliath, a clash of styles and ideologies. The young Americans, led by coach Herb Brooks, were not expected to win. Not against a team that had dominated international hockey for decades, but there was a fire in their eyes, a belief that they could achieve the impossible. The atmosphere in the arena was electric. The crowd, a sea of red, white, and blue, roared with every shot, every save, every hit. The tension was palpable as the game went back and forth. The Soviets, with their disciplined play and unmatched skill, were a formidable opponent. But the Americans, fueled by youthful exuberance and a never-say-die attitude, refused to back down. They fought for every inch of the ice, every loose puck, every scoring opportunity. The impossible dream was starting to take shape. With each passing minute, the belief in the American team grew stronger. The crowd, sensing history in the making, roared its approval. And then it happened. The final seconds ticked off the clock. The scoreboard told the unbelievable story. USA 4, USSR 3. The miracle on ice was complete. The young Americans had done the unthinkable, defeating the mighty Soviet Union on the world's biggest stage. Next up, we travel back to 1972 for the Summit Series. This wasn't just a hockey series, it was a clash of cultures, a battle for Cold War supremacy on ice. Canada, the birthplace of hockey, against the Soviet Union, the emerging superpower of the sport. The eyes of the world were glued to their televisions as these two titans collided. Game 8 in Moscow. The series tied 1-1-1. The tension was thicker than the ice itself. Every pass, every shot, every check carried the weight of a nation's pride. The Soviets, with their disciplined, methodical style, were a puzzle that the Canadians struggled to solve. But the Canadians, with their grit, determination, and raw passion for the game, refused to be denied. The game was a back-and-forth affair, a display of skill and tenacity that kept fans on the edge of their seats. The tension in the arena was palpable. Every goal was met with a roar from the crowd, every missed opportunity with a collective groan. And then, with just 34 seconds left on the clock, it happened. Paul Henderson, a name forever etched in Canadian hockey lore, found the back of the net, scoring the goal that would define a generation. The puck crossed the line. The red light flashed. The Canadians erupted in jubilation. The Summit Series, a series that transcended sport, was theirs. It was a victory that unified a nation and solidified Canada's place as a hockey superpower. Chapter 3. Fast forward to 1994 and the Stanley Cup Finals, a stage where legends are made and dreams are realized. The New York Rangers, a team haunted by a 54-year Stanley Cup drought, were facing elimination against the Vancouver Canucks. Game 7 at Madison Square Garden. The atmosphere was electric, the tension palpable. The Rangers, led by their captain Mark Messier, were a team on a mission, determined to exorcise the demons of the past. Messier, a leader with unwavering belief in his team, famously guaranteed a victory, and what a performance he delivered. With the weight of a city on his shoulders, Messier rose to the occasion, scoring a hat trick, a display of skill and determination that will forever be etched in Stanley Cup lore. The Garden erupted in euphoria. The Rangers, inspired by their captain's brilliance, fought valiantly, their every move cheered by the passionate home crowd. The Canucks, a team of destiny themselves, refused to back down, pushing the Rangers to the brink. But in the end, it was Messier's night, his guarantee fulfilled in spectacular fashion. The Rangers, led by their captain's heroics, claimed the Stanley Cup, ending their long and painful drought. It was a victory that transcended sport, a moment that captured the hearts and imaginations of a city starved for a championship. Chapter 4. Now let's rewind to 1976 for the Canada Cup Finals, a tournament that showcased the best hockey talent from around the world. Canada, the defending champions, were facing a formidable opponent in Czechoslovakia, a team known for their skill and finesse. Game 3 of the series, in Montreal, the hockey-mad city where passion for the sport ran deeper than the St. Lawrence River. The series was tied, the tension as thick as the Montreal fog. The Canadians, led by the likes of Daryl Sittler and Bobby Clarke, were a force to be reckoned with. A team that combined skill, grit, and an unwavering determination to win. The Czechoslovakians, with their intricate passing and puck possession game, posed a unique challenge, testing the Canadians' defensive resolve. The game was a roller coaster ride, a back-and-forth affair that kept fans on the edge of their seats. Every goal was met with a roar from the crowd, every big hit with a collective gasp. Overtime, sudden death. One shot could end it all. And then, it happened. Daryl Sittler, with a flick of his wrists, sent the puck soaring past the Czechoslovakian netminder. The Canadians had won. The Forum, the cathedral of hockey, erupted in a deafening roar. Chapter 5. Finally, we arrive at Game 4 of the 1958 World Championships, where Canada faced the Soviet Union in Oslo, Norway. This was a time when international hockey was still in its infancy, a time when nations were beginning to test their mettle against one another on the world stage. The Canadians, with their reputation as the inventors of the game, were eager to prove their dominance. The Soviets, a team on the rise, were determined to challenge the established order. The game was a clash of styles, a battle between Canada's speed and physicality and the Soviets' technical prowess. The Canadians found themselves trailing 5-3 heading into the third period. The pressure was on, the weight of expectations heavy on their shoulders. But the Canadians, known for their resilience and never-say-die attitude, refused to wilt under pressure. They dug deep, finding a second wind in the final frame. They chipped away at the Soviet lead, their efforts fueled by a desire to restore national pride. And then, the comeback was complete. Canada scored 4 unanswered goals in the third period, stunning the Soviets and securing a 7-5 victory. Outro. These 5 games are more than just moments in hockey history. They represent the resilience, passion, and sheer thrill of the sport that continues to captivate audiences worldwide. Which game do you think deserves the top spot? Let us know in the comments below. And until next time, keep your sticks on the ice.